Let's deliver that to Cam. Oh, that's really pouring out there now. Hey y'all, I want to start this video by saying thank you to everybody who's watched some of my videos, taken a look at the photos on my Instagram account, and may have looked at my Twitter. Yeah, there's really not a ton going on over there right now, but I appreciate it anyway. Doors Closing 312 was a bit of an off-the-cuff decision to create, so I really appreciate all the support I've had so far. 2018's been a whirlwind of a year for me, and I know 2019 has a lot of great things in store. Speaking of which, I have a bit of a challenge for you, and myself as well. Currently, the L has 145 stations, but I, like you and most other Chicagoans I presume, only visit a fraction of these stations every year. And that's really unfortunate because there's some wonderful architecture, interesting history, and amazing neighborhoods around these stations. With that being said, I propose a challenge. Inspired by YouTuber Jeff Marshall's yearly London Tube Challenge, Jeff's channel is right here, you can take a look up there, I'm starting the L Station Challenge. Ta-da! The challenge? Visit all 145 L stations in 2019. Now, here are the guidelines for the challenge. Visiting a station means either entering or exiting the station via the turnstiles. That means you can't just walk into a station and hang out in the lobby. You have to go through the turnstiles. Also, doesn't count if you're just on the train while it stops at a station. No, you have to get off the train. And that doesn't mean that you can just stand on the platform once you get off the train. You have to go through the turnstiles. So, whether you're entering or exiting the station, you have to go through the turnstiles. You gotta tap that. Gotta tap that. To track your progress, you can use the CTA's full system brochure map. If you find yourself at O'Hare or Midway or somehow have time to go to CTA's headquarters between the hours of 8 and 4:30, or you just somehow find a system brochure map somewhere in the city because the Loop definitely doesn't have any. I looked everywhere. Or you can download this map that I created on MetroMapmaker.com. Downloadable link to the image, as well as an editable link to the map I made on MetroMapmaker.com is in the description. Seriously, go check out their website, it's fantastic. Now, a few quick notes on my map. It is not at all to scale, and it only kinda somewhat follows the actual shape of the L. Sorry, Orange Line. Stations that can only be accessed from a single line are represented with a white circle. For example, I know the 47th Street stations on the red and green line look like they're right next door to each other, but trust me, they're a good 3/4 of a mile away. Stations that can be accessed by multiple lines are represented by concentric circles. Now, on MetroMapmaker.com's website, the concentric circle is used to represent transfer stations, but I adapted the shape to represent stations that can be accessed by multiple lines, regardless if they're referred to as transfer stations. For example, on the north side, we have Belmont, Wellington, Diversey, and Fullerton. Now, technically only Belmont and Fullerton are transfer stations as represented on the CTA's official map. But for our sake, since technically you can access Wellington and Diversey by both purple and brown lines, I've given them the transfer station symbol. The challenge runs for the entirety of 2019, January 1st to December 31st. So that means any stations you get on or off at on your way home from a New Year's party can be marked off your list, if you can somehow manage to remember what those stations are. You can share your L Station Challenge progress on Instagram and Twitter, gonna keep on plugging that Twitter, using the L Station Challenge tag. Share pictures of station architecture and artwork, shops and residences in the area, and interesting activities that are going on in the neighborhood. Plus, feel free to share your overall progress to the tag as well. I'll do occasional update videos on my progress, and maybe even share some of my favorite photos of other folks doing the challenge as well. So the next time you need to run some errands, see if you can take off a new L station or two, or if you find yourself with a day off, nothing to do, maybe jump on the L and knock a few stations off. 365 days to visit 145 stations means you need to hit a new station roughly every 2 days or so. Or if you only want to do this during the good months in Chicago, that's 122 days for 145 stations, which is a little more difficult. One new station every day, but I'm sure you'll manage. However you do it, I'm looking forward to seeing your progress and hearing about your experiences participating in the challenge. Every neighborhood has a different story, and every Chicagoan has a different story. The thing that connects us is the L. And I hope this challenge allows us to feel more connected with this city and its people. If you have questions or suggestions about the challenge, or if you notice that I've totally botched something on my map, please pop that in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, as well as Doors Closing 312 on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow my challenge progress, as well as be kept up to date on my much better, aka scripted, L content in 2019. Thanks again, everyone, and Happy New Year.